Hello everyone, and welcome to the jungle, apparently. I don't know if you pay much attention to drama whenever it happens on YouTube in the YouTube community. I really like to do so because I think that the drama on YouTube really adds something extra as opposed to other streaming services or wherever you get all your video content from. What the recent drama between Tati Westbrook and James Charles has taught me is that cosmetics and beauty is really where all the money is, so I decided to get into it as well. I have a dark secret to share with you. I too was also in the beauty industry, a slave to fashion and the... No, I'm joking, but one summer I actually worked as a model. I walked the catwalk. It was more difficult than I thought, turning left at the end, sometimes right. And I think that my background from this beauty industry is why I was made a substitute teacher in the introductory science course that all Norwegian school children needs to have. This course is probably the reason why Norway has the lowest amount of flat earthers in the entire world. But in the course you also learn everything you need to know about diets and cosmetics. I know what I'm talking about. And today, my dear friends, I'm going to teach you how to make a moisturizing lotion. Your skin sometimes cracks up and gets dry, and we solve this by rubbing it with fat. This is coconut fat, the best there is. You know it is good because they have used the same label since the 1920s. Alternatively, we can use an oil. This is a nice mineral oil. It does have the please don't drink, but that is good oil that will also protect your skin, and it is what we need. But simply rubbing your face in fat and oils is not really recommended. We want to make this a little bit more manageable. So what we do is we mix it with water, and that is impossible, or is it? I don't know if you've ever noticed, but if you put water and oils together, you will see that the oil will float on top of the water in a very distinct phase. So what we need is an emulsifier to create an emulsion, which is a very even distribution of fats and oils in the water. And our emulsifier today is our good friend triethylamine and stearic acid. So what it will do is that the triethylamine will pull the hydrogen atom in the hydroxyl group in stearic acid away from it and form the emulsifier that we need. It's really neat. Additionally, we'll be adding some glycerol. Now, glycerol is a simple molecule with 3 hydroxyl groups. It forms the backbone of all glycerides. That's what fat is made of, if you didn't know. It is also very hygroscopic, meaning it pulls the water toward itself, and we add it mostly because it's a good solvent. Glycerol is also commonly used as a sweetener in many foodstuffs. Lastly, but not least, we'll be adding a little bit of vitamin E. You know that this is a good product because it has a clip art on the logo. Vitamin E doesn't really do much for your skin. We add it mostly because it's a good preservative. It's an antioxidant, meaning that it is oxidized easily. So instead of the lotion rotting, the vitamin is oxidized and it will stay good for longer. Alright, so let's head over to the kitchen. Hello everyone and welcome to the kitchen. I moved most of the forest to make the transition as good as possible. You're welcome. First, let's grab some scales, preferably a pink one, of course, because we are doing cosmetics. We need a cup, reset that, and first we'll add the triethylamine. Alright, these scales aren't very good, they're not very precise, so it's probably a bit difficult to do this. We need about 5 or 6 grams. Can you see that? Here we go. And then about 30 grams of the glycerol. Here it is. So we're starting with the water solubles now. Okay, and then we need the water. I'll be right back. Pouring it in now. There we go. That's good. Now now what we want to do is we want to bring this to about 90 degrees. So what I have over here is a pot of water heating up. So we'll put that in that one, I hope. Yeah, there we go. And in order to pay close attention to it, we'll use a thermometer. Now this is a type of thermometer that you usually use in ovens when you're making a steak or... Oh, there we go. And then we'll wait for a while. We were almost at boiling, or the water boiled, and I just paid close attention to the temperatures so we wouldn't have any accidents. So we want to put this thing aside to cool. And next we want to mix all the fats and acids. Well, the fats, the oil and the acid, that's what's left. Grab your fabulous purple knife and your designer cutting board. And it's easy to cut up this coconut fat because it has these markings. We need about 100 grams. So let's relieve a mark and then cut it. Here we go. Yeah, 101 grams. That's fine. We'll leave that there for now. And then we should measure some stearic acid. We need about 25 grams of this, not much. So I'm simply using a spoon. There you go. Put that thing aside. And then we want to mix it all, but before we do, we should also measure up the mineral oil. Ta-da! Ta-da! Also 25 grams. Let's see. There you go, 27, that's fine. And we add all the fat, the oil, and the acid to the same cup. There we go, and we want to melt it all together. So we put it into the hot water bath. Heat it up, grab a spoon, stir. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so now I have mixed the two the fat things and the water things in the same pot here. They're both quite warm, around 60-70 degrees Celsius now, I think. So now I'm just stirring until it reaches a lower temperature. And here we are. Now for the finishing touch, just a few drops of vitamin E. Here we go. That should do it. It's still somewhat warm, but what remains? Put your lotion in an ice box, give it a fancy name, open a website on Squarespace or Wix or whatever, and sell it for millions instantly.